brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, two AFC teams set to do battle as we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air. And we are underway.
Oh, wow. I got to get used to that kick meter, guys.
Amendola on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Quick practice run. Geno Atkins is the most important guy. Nose tap. Alright, this is not the right scheme, so it's supposed to be running a 3-4, but I got the wrong playbook, so we're going to improvise.
First and 10, here's Brady. And incomplete to open things up. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman.
I hate when that happens. I'm supposed to be running a 3-4.
Terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
This look like just the edge legend, guys. I really don't want to run this, but whatever.
He can do it all at the linebacker position.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And Blunt should be running with some confidence coming off that Week 3 game. He was over 100 yards, scored twice as well.
And he likes being the focal point of things. He doesn't say a whole lot, but he enjoys having the game on his shoulders. I mean, let's face it.
Okay.
Him running inside where there is a lot of traffic, he usually cleans it up pretty well just by himself, so does a great job. And did you see him after his 2nd touchdown?
Oh, he posed with a Minuteman.
Yes, it looks like that's becoming kind of a tradition for him. And what a great tradition to establish when you play in New England.
Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And then you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
What y'all think about that play right there?
Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players.
And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. If it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick.
Well, Brandon, this is a former
Little tip drill.
pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
2nd down, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Sideline.
I don't know why he slowed down. I don't know.
The Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Well, partner, this New England defense was dominant in Week 3. The Texans, they shut them out. That's the first time that Houston's been shut out since 2003.
In a lot of ways, what New England's doing in 2016 reminds me of Miami back in the early 1970s. Remember, that defense didn't even have a nickname, so they turned it into a nickname for them. And this group, we don't really say a whole lot. Different names may pop up, but it's how they play as a collective unit. I do look at Dante Hightower, though, and see that big physical and intelligent presence that he brings to them. But it's 11 guys playing really, really well, and I'd hate to try and move the ball against them.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing
Yeah,
down in the NFL.
I'm going to have to get used to that kick meter.
But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away.
Damn.
And there's a flag on the field. And, oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
lose yardage here. A loss of
A little bit of the
3
Debo right here,
yards, and
guys.
now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now Brady throwing on second down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so
Ooh,
well.
come on,
He
man.
really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go
damn.
for it. They do go for it. It's Brady to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and that's good for a New England first down. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt, and look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom
Good
Brady
D right
knows
there. That's good
what
D.
great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87. But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had
Ooh,
it.
wait, that was about to go the other way.
One interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Oh,
We talk
damn.
about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
And all the way in. Touchdown.
I could have sworn I tried to jump to try to catch that, but
Gronkowski, 44 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that head of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their